Well, there's no excuses with this game at all. I try to grab positives from most games, but this one, what's there to say? You lose 5-0 to the Tampa Bay Rays. You get a leadoff triple or not a leadoff triple, but you get a triple in the first inning from Randall Grichuk. You can't bring him around. You know, it's a 2-out triple, but you couldn't get that clutch hit. You get no hits the rest of the way until the top of the 9th inning. And in that top of the 9th inning, the Blue Jays get one hit, Anthony Alford, great to see him back up here, made a heck of a play in the outfield and had a really close play at second base, getting, I think, Willie Dunn was trying to stretch a single into a double. He almost got him out at second, it was very close, but he was safe. And then he picks up a hit in the top of the 9th inning. So great to see Anthony Alford get a hit, but that's it. You get the bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the 9th inning, and you can't do anything. Hernandez, just an awful night. Gets rung up 3 times. He strikes out looking 3 times, and then pops out in the 9th inning. Grichuk, why are you still chasing those high strikes, man? You clearly can't hit. I don't know, guys. I mean, look, I'm starting to get a little frustrated. I get it. Everyone's like, well, the season's over, dude. Just relax. Yeah, I know. But I want to watch this team actually play some half-decent baseball, because that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. But when they play like this, it's next to impossible. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They've lost 5 straight games. They can't get any offense for the last little while, and they strike out a ton lately. Look, not too long ago, they got a no-hit by Justin Verlander. 14 strikeouts. Tampa Bay has just struck out the Blue Jays a million times. They struck out 13 times again today. The Jays have not shown really any fight. They're swinging at bad pitches. They're not making contact. Their approach to the plate is nowhere to be found. They just don't look right. Bo Bichette was 0 for 3 in the ballgame. He walked. Vladdy 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts. Other than Anthony Alford going 1 for 3 and Grichuk going 1 for 4, there's no offense. There's absolutely nothing. And yeah, people are going to sit here and say, well, Clay Buchholz didn't pitch that great. Yeah, well, he had nothing behind him. No offense. He went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 were earned and struck out 3. But he wasn't terrible. I mean, we've seen a lot worse from the Blue Jays pitching staff in the past, but when your team gets no runs on 2 hits, you could throw a damn near shutout and still lose. Thomas Pinot went out there and went a clean inning of work. Justin Schaefer went an inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It wasn't an earned run, and struck out 2. It was just an awful day for Blue Jay fans. And what else am I going to say? I can sit here and say the approaches were bad. Well, I've already said that. They weren't making contact. They weren't making solid contact. They just didn't look good at all today. Now, the Tampa Bay Rays, you got to give them credit. They are an amazing ball club. They're a ridiculously good team. And, they're going for that playoff spot. They're a great team going for that wild card spot. And they have the first wild card spot right now. And it's well deserved. They're an incredible ball team. But they're making the Jays look absolutely silly at Tropicana Field. And I know we're going to hear, they're historically bad there. I get it. But just don't get embarrassed. You know what I mean? We haven't seen a lot of that over the last few months or so. But lately, we've seen quite a few of embarrassments from the Blue Jays. And today was one of those days. And I'm not even going to talk about that game anymore. I'm done. 4 minutes, that's all I need to say. Tomorrow. All right? Tomorrow, Charlie Morton is on the mound for the Rays. Yippee! But the good news is for Jays fans, we get to see a new face. A highly anticipated face, may I add. Anthony Kay. Well, the name sounds familiar, James. You're damn tootin' it does. You know why? He was one of the main pieces. There was only 2 pieces, but one of the main pieces in the Marcus Stroman trade to the Mets at the deadline. It was him and Simeon Woods Richardson, who, in my eyes, isn't very far from the big leagues. But Anthony Kay makes his big league debut tomorrow, and for God's sakes, can they not do a opener crap like they did with TJ Zook? Because that was horrendous. I did not like seeing that. He was on his everyday rest. You didn't need an opener. Why'd you use him? Yes, Wilmer Font hasn't pitched a lot lately. He's had like 3 or 4 days off now. But Anthony Kay is a starter. He's been a starter his entire season. He deserves to start at the big league level. And I'm hoping and praying that's what happens tomorrow in Game 3 of the 4-game set against the Rays at 6:10 at Tropicana Field tomorrow night. But other than that, other than me being jacked up to watch Anthony Kay pitch tomorrow, what else is there to get excited about? Well, the whole Vladdy Bo train. Look, I'm still always excited to watch them play. But the Jays have lost 5 in a row. They're 32 games under 500. 32! They are 5th last in the big leagues. I mean, did Seattle win today? No, they lost. They continue to suck. But they're 5th last in the big leagues. Hey, if we're looking at draft picks for next year, which not a bad idea, it looks pretty good. And if people love looking at that stuff and saying, hey, Tank Nation, other teams win, yay. Well, the Kansas City Royals are red hot. They're only 3 wins behind us. However, they still have 3 more losses than us, so it's kind of that whole spiel. But the way the Blue Jays are playing lately and the teams that they have coming up, you have some losses in your back pocket, I guess. But I hate to say it that way. Because the Jays have a lot of great young prospects. And a top 5 pick, I'm not opposed to that at all. And right now, it looks like they're probably going to get the 5th overall pick. They have 3 less wins than the Mariners, 4 more losses, and that's really the closest team to them when it comes to being able to jump. And I don't see the Blue Jays doing that anytime soon, unless when they face Baltimore, they crunch Baltimore. But, again, I don't see them sweeping them, but... guys, you know what? If they end up with a top 5 pick, I'll take it nonetheless. Just because we knew the season was going to be tough. We knew it was going to be wins and losses. Not a great season. Get a good draft pick. Then next year we start to look at progression and getting better. Plus having a top 5 pick and bringing another guy into the organization with high potential and continuing to grow and grow and grow. Look, these last, 20 games now, I think it is? They're going to be rough. I'm not going to beat around the bush with you guys. It's going to be rough. With the Leafs and Raptors year right around the corner, no one cares about the Blue Jays. They're mathematically eliminated from the postseason. I mean, they were in our eyes eliminated quite a while ago, but no one really cares at this point. We've seen our Vladdy Guerrero Jr., we've seen Bo Bichette, we've seen what they can do, we've seen Biggio, what he can do. The only thing that can draw any interest is guys like TJ Zoik, Anthony Alford, Anthony Kay, but even then, that's not a Vladdy, that's not a Bo Bichette, so it's going to be hard trying to draw any attention to the Blue Jays for the remainder of the season. Now, I'm still going to be here with you guys grinding the rest of the way, but man... It's going to be tough. It's going to be a grind, and I just hope to God they win some games. I know I want them to have a good draft pick and all that, but talking about wins is a lot easier and a lot more fun. All right? So, you know what? We're going to end it off like that. All right? So, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys did not enjoy the ball game today, smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on this game, your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on anything towards this Blue Jays team. And before I talk about my main man Mo Buckets and Twitter and all that, if you guys are interested, and if you're still watching this video, I applaud you. If you guys are interested in joining Evan, myself, and another buddy's fantasy hockey league, the link is in the description below. The draft is going to be on September the 14th, Saturday. Not this Saturday, not tomorrow. The following week, next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time is when the NHL draft for our draft lottery will be taking place. If you guys are interested, sign up with your team down below in the description below, guys. Please go crazy with it because we want to fill up those spots pretty quick here. All right, and so I'm gonna leave that with you guys, and check out my main man Mo Buckets on Twitter, Blue Jays Wave on Instagram, guys. If you have not checked him out already, awesome stuff, awesome content, great guy. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me DM, do all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys Blue Jays edition in Game 3 of the 4-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays tomorrow night as the Blue Jays look to win a damn ball game as Anthony Kay gets his first big league start, and with TJ Zoik, he faced the really good Atlanta Braves. Anthony Kay, you have the unreal Tampa Bay Rays. So it's going to be a crazy ball game there tomorrow night. I'm praying he has a good start, and I'm just really curious to see what Anthony Kay is all about. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.